Club Online. I am Shreya Dash, coming with a new tales of episode 6 cells in immune system. A soldier is one who fights as part of an army. A soldier can be a conscripted or volunteer enlisted person, a non-commissioned officer or an officer, right? In most armies, use of the word soldier has taken on a more general meaning due to the increasing specialization of military occupations that require different areas of knowledge and skill sets. As a result, soldiers are referred to by names or ranks which reflect an individual's military occupation, specialty, armed service or branch of military employment. The types of unit or operational employment or technical use such as trooper, tanker, commando, etc. These soldiers are giving protection of our country from terrorist or foreign invader, right? Same like as our country soldiers, our body also has some soldier cells who fight, protect our body from foreign intruder like virus, bacteria, parasite, fungi, etc. These soldier cells also move throughout the body. Some bodies fight in front line directly, some produce soluble molecules that serve as discouragement to microbial invasion. Some are autonomous and kill microbes. Others are poised for combat, awaiting orders from their superior. Still others serve as field marshals by regulating the assaults. Very interesting, right? 6 army cells are helping our body to keep protect from microbes. Then who are those? Who are those soldiers in our body? Know the names and duties of those army team members in this video. How many you get comments with country soldiers activity? Comment below. Watch this video till end. At the end, you will get some bonus points for memorization from where the questions come in any exam. So, let's start. Cell number 1. The most important cell name is leukocytes. White blood cells or leukocytes serve as sentinels and defenders against infection by patrolling the tissues and organs of the body. They move around the body via the lymphatic and blood circulation systems and can leave and re-enter the circulation to move through body tissues. As soldiers of the immune systems, leukocytes have specialized roles in defense of the body. Another all cells are the subordinate soldier cells of leukocytes. That means those cells are the member of the main team of leukocytes. All blood-borne cells ultimately derive from pluripotent hematopoietic stem cells. They are called pluripotent because each stem cells has the capacity to produce all leukocytes as well as red blood cells, means erythroid lineage, and platelets, means thrombocytic lineage. Pluripotent stem cells resident in the bone marrow are the all soldier cells under the leukocyte. Main 2 divisions of leukocytes are agranular leukocytes and granular leukocytes. White blood cells that have multilobe nuclei and contain conspicuous cytoplasmic granules as known as granulocytes. These granules contain amines which are stained by basic dyes and basic proteins which are stained by acidophilic dyes or eosinophilic dyes. Granular leukocytes derive from myeloid lineage precursors. Others with a single unlobed nucleus and cytoplasm that contain few or no granules are known as agranular leukocytes. Agranular leukocytes derive from lymphoid or myeloid lineage precursors and account for approximately 35% to 38% of the leukocytes in circulation. Then come to the cell number 2. Lymphoid lineage cells. It comes under the agranular leukocytes, cells that differentiate along one of several of the lymphocytic pathways are known as lymphocytes. In lymphoid lineage cells, three types of cells belongs which are help in immune system. Number 1, B lymphocytes or B cells. Number 2, thymus-derived lymphocytes or T lymphocytes or T cells. Number 3, natural killer or NK cells. B cells reside in the bone marrow and able to synthesize immunoglobulin molecules. In fact, B cells and their further differentiated progeny plasma cells are the only cells that are capable of immunoglobulin synthesis. T cells are vetted within the environment of thymus. T cells are the key player in the most adaptive immune responses. They participate directly in immune responses as well as orchestrating and regulating the activities of other cells. We will discuss the differentiation and function of B cells, plasma cells and T cells and their roles in adaptive immune function episodes. A third lymphoid lineage cells differ from B cells and T cells and their progeny is the natural killer, the NK cells. These large non-phagocytic granular lymphocytes are named for their ability to kill abnormals, means infected or malignant host cells. They account for 5% to 10% of all lymphocytes in the circulation. Now come to the cell number 3, monocytic lineage cells. It comes under the agranular leukocytes. At first, mononuclear cells that differentiate from myeloid precursors are known as monocytes in the circulation or macrophages once they leave the circulation and enter the tissues. These cells are the scavengers of the body. They phagocytize or pick up cellular debris, foreign cells and particles and degrade them enzymatically. It accounts for approximately 5% to 7% of the leukocytes in the peripheral blood. Monocytes spend 1 to 2 days in the circulation, then cross the endothelium to enter tissues throughout the body, where they reside for up to several months as macrophages. Another group of phagocytic cells with both myeloid and lymphoid origins is collectively known as dendritic cells because of their branch-like cytoplasmic projections. Found throughout the body but predominantly in potential portals of microbial entry that are skin, lung, gastrointestinal tract, etc. Like other phagocytes, dendritic cells actively engulf cells and particles in their environment by phagocytosis. Phagocytosis process I discussed in a previous lecture. The link of that video you will get at comments and description part of this video. In addition, dendritic cells sample copious quantities of extracellular fluids by micropinocytosis, in which their cytoplasmic projections encircle and engulf tissue fluids and the molecules and particles contained within it. Dendritic cells are important in innate immune defenses. Next come to the cell number 4, neutrophils. It comes under the granular leukocytes. Comprising approximately 60% of the peripheral blood leukocytes, neutrophils are the most numerous leukocyte population. They are also called polymorphonuclear cells or PMN cells because of their variable number of nuclear segments, nearly 2 to 5. More than 100 billion neutrophils enter the circulation daily in normal adults. It takes about 2 weeks to mature from metamyelocytes, an intermediate stage with a kidney-shaped nucleus, to differentiate from the juvenile or band form with an elongating nucleus to the staph or staude and become mature segmented neutrophils. Neutrophils are very effective at killing bacteria. An increase in the number of peripheral blood neutrophils is often an indication of acute infection. as series of PMLs within the bone marrow become exhausted during an infectious disease. Several metamyelocytes and juvenile forms increase in the circulation. Next come to the cell number 5. Basophil and mast cells. It comes under the granular leukocytes. The acidic cytoplasmic granules of basophils contain vasoactive amines, histamine that causes smooth muscle contraction, and are readily strained with base-loving dyes. These bilobed cells found in low numbers in the peripheral blood, 0% to 1%, or in their tissue resident form known as mast cells. Both basophils and mast cells are important in allergic reactions of the adaptive immune response. And the last number of cells means cell number 6, eosinophils. It comes under the granular leukocytes, so named because of their eosin-loving granules in histology. Eosinophils are the bilobed granulocytes with cytoplasmic granules that contain basic proteins. Although they comprise 0% to 5% of the peripheral blood leukocytes, eosinophils are the active particles and innate and adaptive immune responses to parasitic helminths, means worm infection. These are the all over 6 soldier cells, are important soldiers for our immune system. So now the time for that promised bonus points for memorization, from where the questions come in any exam like NET, GATE, CSIR, UGC, Joint Entrance Examination, PMT, Medical Entrance, etc. etc. Basically, these are the summary points of today's lecture. Then let's go to the bonus point. Point number 1. All blood-borne cells ultimately derive from pluripotent hematopoietic stem cells that have the capacity to produce all leukocytes, red blood cells and platelets. Point number 2. Cells of the myeloid lineage, eosinophils, basophils, neutrophils, monocytes, macrophages and some dendritic cells are involved in innate immune defenses. Point number 3. Many of the cells derived from the lymphoid lineage like lymphocytes and plasma cells are responsible for adaptive immune responses. Point number 4. Granular leukocytes derived from myeloid or lymphocyte lineage precursors and account for approximately 35% to 38% of the leukocytes in circulation. Point number 5. B cells and plasma cells, the only cells capable of immunoglobulin synthesis. Point number 6. Mononuclear cells, monocytes and macrophages are the scavengers of the body. They phagocytize, that is, they pick up cellular debris, foreign cells and particles and degrade them enzymatically. Point number 7. Mast cells are similar to basophils but reside in connective tissues. Point number 8. Natural killer cells are large, non-phagocytic granular lymphocytes that kill abnormal, that is, the infected or malignant host cells, and account for 5% to 10% of all lymphocytes in the circulation. At last, but not the least, point number 9. 60% of the peripheral blood leukocytes are neutrophils. These cells are very effective at killing bacteria. So, which cells are the main soldiers you think? Write at the comment box. And if you want important questions with answer regarding this chapter, please write at the comment box. I will make an episode of question and answer on immune system. If you like this video, then like, share and comment freely, and don't forget to subscribe our channel. After subscribing the channel, please click on the bell button to get our updates regularly. Coming with the next videos very shortly. Till then, goodbye.